So, something a bit different on the channel now. What I'm going to start doing is some Premier League predictions, reviews, news, and any sort of football news from around the world. I have created some playlists now on the channel. So whatever you want to go and watch, you can quite happily go and just click on whatever you need to watch. It won't affect the Newcastle United stuff. All the reviews, news and previews and things like that are going to still be in there. It is a Newcastle United channel after all. Nothing's going to change on that front. However, I am a big football fan and I want to sort of expand the channel to become a sort of more compact football channel as well. Because we are getting a lot of subscribers on the channel who aren't Newcastle United fans. So it'll be interesting to do the whole sort of Premier League thing all in one. So I'm going to do the predictions, obviously, before the weekend, and then maybe sort of Tuesday next week, have a look at the news from the Premier League, the results from over the weekend, the league table, and obviously if I got my predictions right. So it's the first one, so let's give it a go and start with the predictions for this weekend. So hi there and welcome back everybody to the Toon Review. My name's Paul. So like I said, it's time to have a look at the Premier League fixtures for this weekend after the Nations League games are now thankfully out of the way. God, I hate those with a passion. But never mind, it's all over and done with now until November, so we get to watch some more Premier League action. So what I'm going to do, just run through the Premier League games, give you my thoughts on them, and maybe have a guess at a result. Not that I'm very good at that, but hey ho, we'll give it a shot anyway. So the first game on Saturday is the big one. 12:30 kickoff at Goodison Park. It's Everton against Liverpool. Now, years gone by, I would have said 3 points for Liverpool or a 0-0 draw or something like that. But the way Everton has started the season this time around, you cannot ignore them. James Rodriguez playing very, very well. Calvert-Lewin is smashing the goals in. What a start of the season he's had. And it seems to me that Everton has sort of taken off now. They've got a decent manager in Ancelotti. Liverpool, on the other hand, are really struggling. And with the back four is what I mean. They started the season quite well, got some results. However, if you look at their back four, the way they played against Villa, the confidence will have been completely rocked. So I am actually going to go for a 2-1 Everton win. Now, I know I've got a lot of friends who are Liverpool fans who will not like me saying that, but I just feel that it's Everton's turn. They've started so well, won every single league game they've played, and I think that may continue on Saturday. So I'm going with a 2-1 Everton win. On to the 3 o'clock kickoff is Chelsea against Southampton. Now, Southampton have had a bit of a funny start to the season. Sometimes they've looked really good, sometimes they've looked really poor. Chelsea, on the other hand, getting used to the new players in the side, and Lampard's trying to get his way of playing across to those new players, so it hasn't been too easy to transition. However, I still think they'll be a bit too strong for Southampton on Saturday. You know, yes, you've got Ings up front for Southampton, but you've also got sort of Werner, you've got Havertz. All of these kind of players are going to come good. You know, Werner is certainly going to come good. I'm a big fan of his. And I think I'm going for a 3-1 Chelsea win on Saturday. And on to the 5:30 kickoff, we have another big game in Manchester City against Arsenal. Now, Arsenal, you can see what Arteta's trying to do now, and the players are responding. They're starting to come around to his way of playing. I do like Arsenal, I have to say. I've liked them for quite a few years. I like the way they play. Some free-flowing attacking football, which is sometimes what I'd love to see at Newcastle. However, Manchester City are going to be, well, are they going to be like a wounded cat, or are they going to come back and just fade away again like they did against Leicester City? Man City are very strange this season, and I don't think they're as strong as what a lot of pundits have been saying they are this year. I think they are very, very beatable, depending on how you play against them. If you look at the way Leicester played against them, absolutely destroyed them 5-2 at the Etihad, you know, it's just all about giving it a go, isn't it? And so many times we've seen my team Newcastle sit back against Manchester City, and it's just been awful to watch. But things might be about to change, because obviously Man City have been rocked a few times this season, and you know, I think the last time out there was a 1-1 draw against Leeds, so they're desperate for a win. Arsenal playing very well themselves. So I'm actually going to go for a 1-1 draw at the Etihad on Saturday. The 8 o'clock kickoff is my team Newcastle United taking on Manchester United. Man United will be without Cavani because he's still in quarantine. Martial because he is suspended. Newcastle will be without Jamal Lewis, I believe the left back is out. Dubravka will still be missing because he's had a setback in his injuries. I do think that Newcastle have a very good opportunity here, because Man United's defence, the back four especially, are very low on confidence. Harry Maguire literally has no confidence at the moment. Lindelof is terrible in my opinion. I think the two centre-backs they have the turn and circle of an oil tanker. I don't rate them at all, and I do believe this is a big chance for Newcastle if they play the right way and if Steve Bruce puts the right tactics on. So what I mean by that is attacking. You know, he's got the quick players up front. I think Wilson and St Maximin may have a field day against that back four. So I'm going for a 2-1 Newcastle win on Saturday. So if we move on to Sunday, we've got some Sheffield United against Fulham. Now, this is a hard one to call. Sheffield United, we know, are a good side from what they did last year, but they've had a bit of a rocky start this season. Fulham, on the other hand, look terrible, in my honest opinion. I cannot see them getting out of trouble already, and we're only a couple of games in. I don't think they've got what it takes to stay up, despite the great job that Scott Parker's doing. I just don't see that squad being strong enough to stay up. Sheffield United, on the other hand, I think they've had, as I say, a bit of a rocky start, but I think they will come good, and I'm going for a 2-0 win to Sheffield United. Next is the 2 o'clock kickoff on Sunday, which is Palace against Brighton. Now, we know these two teams don't really like each other. However, the fact that the crowd's missing will have a lot to play on that. I think the fact that Zaha is still at Crystal Palace might give them the edge, but Brighton are a good side, and you know, they destroyed my team Newcastle 3-0 at St James's Park and looked absolutely awesome. So it's going to be a tight game. I think there will be goals. I'm going 2-2 for that one. Tottenham against West Ham United is the 4:30 kickoff. Now, this is very interesting because West Ham looked awful in that first game of the season against Newcastle. Absolutely dreadful. However, Moyes has somehow managed to get that turned around, and they are playing some very decent football now. And last time out, of course, won at the King Power 3-0 against Leicester City, which nobody saw coming. So, if Antonio is firing for West Ham, I believe they have a chance. Leicester are very hit and miss. You know, they destroy Man City, then they get hammered at home off West Ham United. There's some very strange results going on early doors this season, and it's destroying people's accumulators on betting slips. I know it's destroying mine, but I didn't expect that result for Leicester against West Ham. But credit to West Ham. So they go into the game at Tottenham. Tottenham have had a lot of games. A lot of international players have been away as well. So will that come back to haunt them? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure Tottenham will win the game, and I'm going 3-1. The final game on Sunday sees Leicester City taking on Aston Villa. Now, Villa will be absolutely thriving with confidence after their 7-2 victory at Villa Park against Liverpool. Now, whether that was just a one-off or a crazy result, which I think it was, however, I do believe Villa will get a lot of confidence from that. Leicester will be down because of the defeat at home to West Ham last time out. Now, it depends what Brendan Rodgers says to them. Are they going to come out firing to prove a point, or can Aston Villa keep it going? I think it's going to be a tight game. I think there will be goals, but it's one of them games that you just don't know because of freak results. So I'm going to sit on the fence with this one and go 1-1. Now, Monday's game sees West Brom taking on Burnley at 5:30. Now, this does not spell classic football match at all. I think it will be quite a drab game. I think there will be goals, but I think it'll be more to do with defensive errors than anything else. I think Burnley are in a false position at the moment. I think we all know that, although they didn't look good when they came to St James's Park last time out. West Brom, you know, you never know what to expect from West Brom either, really. But I don't think they're going to stay up this season either. I think Bilic has an absolute, well, hell job on, if you like, to try and keep them in the Premier League along with Fulham. But we'll see. Stranger things have happened. I think Burnley will be too strong for them, and I'm going for a 2-1 Burnley win because they are getting people back from injury now, and I think Burnley could just sneak that one 2-1. The final game of the weekend in the Premier League is Leeds at home to Wolves. Now, Leeds are a good side to watch. There is no doubt about it. Bielsa has them playing some very, very good football. He likes to attack. He likes to have his team in possession and control. And Wolves, on the other hand, have not had a great start to the season. I think it might have taken the toll of the sheer amount of games they had to play last season because, of course, you've got to remember that they had a very early start because of the Europa League, and they went quite deep in the competition as well, despite having the layoff for obviously the coronavirus and the lockdown and things like that. It was a very, very long season for them. Now, whether it's caught up with them, obviously they lost the centre forward to Liverpool. Has that kind of upset the pack a little bit? It should be a very entertaining game. Leeds remind me of Newcastle when Keegan was there. You know, if you score 3, we'll score 4. It started to be a Leeds fan must be fantastic, getting goals like that every game. I think Leeds will sneak this one, and I'm going 2-1 to Leeds. I may be wrong on that one, but you know, I just think home advantage for Leeds. I know the crowd aren't there, but Elland Road, the pitch and things like that, they know how to play, and I think they'll come out on top against Wolves. So that's it for the Premier League predictions for this week. I'd just like to thank everybody that's subscribed lately to the channel. It's I've had a subscriber boost from somewhere. Maybe it's to do with my previous 2 videos, just ranting about the Premier League and the powers that be and things like that. But it is growing, and I thank you very much for that. And that's why I've started doing these Premier League ones as well, because I want to try and involve all the football fans on this channel, as well as the Newcastle ones. So thank you very much to all the subscribers. If you're new to the channel, do hit the subscribe button, do hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I do load up a video. And catch me on Twitter as well. It's at the Toon Review. But do put in your down in the comments what you think your team will do at the weekend. Do you agree with my prediction? Do you not agree? Let's have some sensible conversations about it. Don't shoot me for going against your team. It's just my opinion. But obviously I'd like to hear yours in the comments. See what you think your team will do this weekend. So thanks very much for watching. I'll be back with with more Premier League news on Tuesday, and see if my predictions came to fruition. If there's any news before then obviously I'll bring you another Premier League video. But until then, wherever you are, stay safe, and I'll catch you later. Get strong.